A black liberal ain't nothing but a house Negro. Tell me I'm not lying. Y'all so pressed to keep that welfare. Y'all so pressed to stay in Master's house. Y'all so pressed for Master to swear up and down that Black Lives Matter and that y'all need Master and Master need y'all.
So this woman exposes the Black Lives Matter narrative.
Hey, liberals, this is my question with y'all. Why are y'all so deceived? Okay? I got a question. Am I a charity case? Do I look like I'm a charity case? Do I look like I need people to go out with Black Lives Matter signs and protest because I'm being discriminated against? Are you more privileged than me? Am I less than you? Am I just another descendant of a slave? Sweetie, guess what? I pay for my meal just like everybody else here paid for their meal. I'm drinking my water just like everybody else here is drinking their water. And there's people of different races here. Well, I drive a car just like every other race drives a car. I have a nice crib. I got a good job. I make decent money. I got an iPhone or whatever kind of phone. I got internet. I got everything else that any other person of any other race would have. I have every opportunity that any other person of any race would have. So where does the inequality come? And my question to you is this. If you feel like black people are so discriminated against, and if you feel like we're not treated equally, my question is, did civil rights actually work, or was it a failure? Was Martin Luther King a failure? And Patrick Hampton is the one who really helped me use that angle. Was Martin Luther King a failure? Was the civil rights movement a failure? Because technically, when you stand outside of your nice suburban neighborhood with Black Lives Matter signs putting me on blast because I'm black, okay, you're basically insinuating that civil rights didn't matter. You're basically insinuating that Martin Luther King didn't matter. You're basically insinuating that the abolishment of slavery didn't matter. It didn't work. So Frederick Douglass and Booker T. Washington and all these guys just go in the ground, right? It's a bug, I can stand bugs. Satan, get away from me. Anyway, that's what you're basically insinuating. Why? White liberals, listen to me. I don't need your charity case. I am free, baby. And for all of those black people who want to swear up and down that you're not free because you're black and you're still oppressed, I'm going to tell you something right now. It's because you're not saved, you don't know Jesus Christ, and you're a loser. Because only a loser don't think like that. I wish I never in my mind thought all my life.
Real quick, what she's saying is that white liberals, like, stop going to fight for me because you don't think that I can fight for myself. And I've been saying this narrative for a long time where I think the real racists are these white liberals apologizing for being white and doing everything they can to help the black person because they can't help themselves. I think that's the most racist thing in the world, to act like black people need your help. They're independent humans. They're smart. I don't want to refer to them as like them blacks are smart people. They're just like us. There's no difference beside the melatonin on our skin. They don't need us white people to white knight for them. They're strong, independent people too. Stop treating them differently. Stop treating them like they need our help. I'm down to help when I see racial injustice, but they've taken it to this extreme where they feel like they need to baby and coddle black people because black people can't help themselves. That's so incredibly racist.
That I would be oppressed because I'm black. So now I'm basically agreeing with the fact that I'm oppressed and I can't have certain things in life because I'm black. And I'm going to blatantly say it out loud. I'm black, so I don't have equality and I need affirmative actions because I can't get this, I can't get that. Boo, let me tell y'all something. My plate never empty. I eat good. What you mean? It don't matter what color I am. It's about who you are in your character. Are you one that's lazy and wants to sit and live off of government? Or are you willing to get up and grind and work for what's yours? And I'm going to tell you something right now. The Bible says do not covet. Don't be jealous of someone else because they have a nice car and a nice house and a nice this and nice that. You don't know what cost they had to pay to get that. So now you're looking at them and their nice Lamborghini or their nice mansion and you're judging them because they have it and you don't. But you don't know what they had to do to get that. You don't know whether their family hundreds of years ago were able to work and dedicate themselves to make sure their family had this. You don't know how they got it. Stop hating. It's a lot of player hating cloaked in inequality, if you ask me. That's what I truly believe. It's player hating at its highest form. You need to put more laws in so that we can have what they have. Basically, you're jealous. All lives, whether you like it or not, they matter. And now you got George Floyd's funeral going on right now, and you got the whole liberal team there. Everybody. You got Al Sharpton, Crooked Al Sharpton, Jesse Jackson, who else? Sheila Jackson,
whoever else.
All them devils. You know, those are sellouts. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you what a black liberal is. They say I'm an Uncle Tom. I'm an Uncle Tom. That's true. I am an Uncle Tom. Uncle Tom was a man of God.
Inspired.
Read his book, Uncle Tom's Cabin. Uncle Tom was a man of God. Yes, my name is Bevelyn, and I'm an Uncle Tom. Hi, Bevelyn. I'm an Uncle Tom. But let me tell you something. A black liberal ain't nothing but a house Negro. I said it. I just said it. Drop the bomb. Boom. A black liberal ain't nothing but a house Negro. Tell me I'm not lying. Y'all so pressed to keep that welfare. Y'all so pressed to stay in Master's house. Y'all so pressed for Master to swear up and down that Black Lives Matter and that y'all need Master and Master need y'all. Baby, I'm out on the field grinding for mine. I don't need nothing from nobody. I got Jesus, baby. Y'all are house Negroes. A black liberal is nothing but a house Negro. I said it and I meant it. And that's the problem. So yeah, you go Al Sharpton, all of them. Those are the...
You know what? She makes a good point. Just remember the movie Django Unchained, where Samuel L. Jackson, he was a house N-word, and he would always be like, yes, thanks, master, whatever. Like, he'll kiss the ass of his master, so this way he can stay in the house. And that's kind of like what the Democrat black liberals are doing. They're kind of kissing the ass of the Democrat politicians and the Democrat movement for stuff, for things. Oh, I want this, I want that. Let me kiss their ass. Let me join their movement. Let me vote Democrat because I can get this, I can get that stuff. There's no independence there. The Democrats are just about dependency. This woman understands the value of being independent, not dependent. And that's a big difference. And this is why this message is so powerful.
Those are overseers of all the house Negroes. They manage them. They keep them intact. This is what Al Sharpton and Jesse Jackson do. They manage all these house Negroes. They find new ways to keep them on board. They find new ways to keep them enticed. They build new incentives. LeBron James, house Negro. Stephen Curry, he turning into a house Negro. Who else?
All of them. Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Dogg, super house Negro with dreads and a blunt. These are nothing but house Negroes. Let's call a spade a spade. I'm an Uncle Tom because I'm a woman of God. I'm an Auntie Tamisha because I'm definitely serving the Lord. I don't got nothing to do with none of that. I don't need to be voting in this and voting in that and putting in a president who's telling me if I don't vote for him, I ain't black. Okay, massa. You know we gotta vote for Massa because Massa said if we don't vote for him, we ain't black. And then he gonna kick us out of the house. I'm calling a spade, and I don't care who don't like it. I really don't. I'm calling a spade. I'm tired of y'all.
God bless this woman. This is the thing. This is why we need more Jesus in our lives. This is the most controversial thing. This woman just, oh man, she's going to be canceled by the left. They're probably going to find out where she lives. They're probably going to burn her place down. I wish her the best. But this is the thing. This is why you need Jesus in your life. I don't like to preach religion. If you don't watch my show, I never preach religion. I don't like to get into the religious aspects. I like to keep everything non-religious, and I like to keep everything about, I guess, when you're talking about morals and ideals, it always relates back to religion somehow, but I'm not the type to say, like, oh, let's quote the Bible here, and that's why we need to run our government. No, that's not how I operate. I believe in the right and wrong, and that's how we need to operate. Because once you start preaching the Bible and saying Bible verses and quotes, you're kind of alienating the people that are not part of your religion. Whereas certain things like independency, certain things like being a good person, that's kind of a constant throughout many religions. That's an idea. It's more human nature of being a good person. But this woman, she makes perfect sense, and she's flipping the entire left-wing argument back on the left wing. And that's why it's so genius, and I'm glad she said this, because this is the same stuff I've been saying, but she was able to properly put it in a proper 6-minute rant, and plus that it's coming from the sad part is that the fact that it has to come from a black person for it to be validated in any sort of way, because when a white person says it, I guess it just doesn't mean anything. doesn't mean as much because I'm white, and that's the sad part about it, because I say these things. I say what she was also saying about being independent, about looking at other people who are successful, and you're not looking at how they got there, and they're just attributing it, oh, you got there because you're white. Well, that's not the reality of it. It's not that simple, just being white and then you just get boatloads of money. The funny Eddie Murphy skit from the back in the SNL days when they were actually funny, where he dresses up in whiteface and goes around town and says everything is different. The public transportation is parties. The banks just give him money. And it's funny because that's not how it works. That's not what actually happens. That's what makes it funny, is that it's, oh, just take the newspaper. I'm sure you guys probably seen the skit. And that's funny because it's like, that's not what happens. But it's funny because it is an over-exaggeration of what the left, what the radicals think is going on. And that's what makes it so funny. But yeah, God bless this woman. God bless everybody that's breaking the media conditioning and the Democrat conditioning. It is our job, it is our responsibility to educate our friends and families about the truth going on in this world. So, sorry for the burp, I was trying to say. So share my videos with your friends and family. That is the best way that we could save this country. Peace out. If you support my show and want to help support me financially, the left has been actively trying to destroy my life financially. So if you can please join my Patreon, patreon.com/Joey Salas. The link should be in the description. If you could become a Patreon and contribute any amount, that will go a long way to help me out. Thank you so much.